Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of going deeper into the messages from the book Raising Up into the Higher Dimensions, channeled messages from the Pleiadian Council of Nine. So this morning I was guided to page 34. Be conscious of your vibrational state. Now this is quite a short message, but powerful. So I'm going to read out the full message first, and then we can go into it a bit deeper. Our message to humanity today is to always be conscious of what vibration and frequency you are holding. It is imperative that you all work on raising your vibrational state, so you can shift into the higher dimensions. DNA is starting to activate within you, and the old denser energies and old outdated programs need to be released. Be gentle and have compassion with yourselves during this time. Understand your vibration determines a lot about the life you live and how enjoyable or pleasurable you find it. Everything is energy and vibration, and that includes you. Remember, you are so much more than just these physical bodies. You are indeed shifting into becoming more of your light bodies. Rest, nourish your bodies, and allow these shifts and changes to occur on a cellular level. Take it with more ease and grace, by not resisting this process. Yeah. You know, in our lives there's so much that is shifting and changing and upgrading that we're not even conscious of. Like, we can't see the bigger picture. We can't see everything that's happening, and it's not for us to. But the more aware we are, the more easeful we can make this process, because we're not fighting it or resisting it or making it wrong. We're just going with these changes that is part of our evolution. So yeah. So going back to the first part, to always be conscious of what vibration and frequency you are holding. So often we can just operate unconsciously, where we're operating from these habitual patterns, from the momentum that we've got going on, and it's really important that we do become conscious, we do become aware, and the key thing to do that is to be anchored in the present moment, to bring our consciousness right here in the present, instead of wandering off in the past or future, or engaging in just thoughts that are going around in our mind. The more we can be conscious of what we're holding, the more power we have to consciously choose to change it, to shift it, or to look deeper here if it's something that doesn't feel good. It's for us to look at. So the more present we can become, and the more conscious then we can become in every now moment of what we're vibrating, that's when things can really shift, because we start to become a conscious creator in our life. We're co-creating with Source, with these other souls, and we're not just on this loop of what's always been, what we've got going on, feeling like life is happening to us versus for us. Okay. And then they say about how it's imperative that we work on raising our vibrational state so we can shift into the higher dimensions. So again, if you don't know what I mean about the higher dimensions, it's not a place, we're not going anywhere. It's all about us expanding our consciousness, raising our vibration and frequency, So then we're operating in a totally different reality. And that's the power of what expanding our mind and raising our vibration can do. It's like we tap into a whole nother level of awareness, a level of possibilities, of knowings, and it's so beautiful. And there's always going to be this next level, and I don't mean level as in like this one's better, this one's worse. It's just these different frequencies that exist that we tap into, and some can be very loving and more of who we truly are rather than being in the lower dimensions. And no, it's not bad to be in the lower dimensions. You know, we came to Earth to be here. We chose to be here, to come into this life and forget in order to awaken and remember who we truly are, and to expand as souls and expand source. And so what we're really being asked to do at this time is to really bring our focus back to our vibrational state. So often we can be caught up in life, but not in the direct experience of life, the present moment of life. It's more running off, oh, what do I have to do? This is what I need to get done, and all of that, and in worry and fear and doubt and all of that. And so we're really being invited to make our vibrational state the thing that we are most conscious of, that we're present of, because it will really assist us. So there we'll notice an increase in feeling love and compassion and all those divine qualities that are innate within us, because it's not so much that we have to go out and get courage and compassion and learn to cultivate it. It's because it's already within you. You're just sort of blinded to it. It's always been there. DNA is starting to activate within you, and the old denser energies and outdated programs need to be released. Yeah. So as a collective of humanity, we wanted evolution. We wanted to birth a new golden age. And what that is requiring, and what is just happening naturally, unfolding, is us on individual levels. We're starting to transform and grow. We're starting to activate our DNA, these parts of us. They could be gifts or abilities, they could be memories, they could be anything that is going to support us in this lifetime. And ultimately what it's going to do is remind you of who you truly are, not as this fixed identity or person, but just that you are so much more. You're multidimensional, you're source energy, you're so much more than this physical body. You may tap into other lifetimes, you may start tapping into your intuition more, activating these spiritual abilities that are within you. You may tap into different skills that you haven't before. You will feel this call to be more soul-led and into how you feel, and more towards like, what's my purpose here? Why am I here? What am I doing? What's the point of life? Things will really start to shift within you. And so what then happens is that, you know, all this old stuff wants to release and go. That's not in alignment with that new timeline that you're being asked to anchor onto. And so you will get triggered. Things might feel hard. And it's not so you can suffer. It's so you can see that there's a different reality available to you here. That there's a path that is in alignment with what your soul chose. And it's beautiful. And there's a soul intention that wants to be manifest here. And so that will require some processing, some allowing emotions to flow, looking at belief systems. You'll have these realizations, and these things aren't forced, but they do arise naturally. And so it's for you to really look at them, see them, instead of suppressing them or stuffing them down. Yeah, so it says be gentle and have compassion. Yeah, that's really how we can move through things, still standing in our power and not going towards feeling like hopelessness, depression, and all of that. Understand your vibration determines a lot about the life you live and how enjoyable or pleasurable you find it. Yeah, because we always have the choice in each moment to choose. Am I going to engage in that negative thought? Am I going to choose to open my heart and feel the love within me? What are we choosing to focus on? What is the vibration of that? Therefore, that vibration that will be going on within you. And so we do have the choice. And that will change the way you think, the way you feel, the way you navigate life, the way you go after things, what is possible for me, instead of doubting yourself and thinking you can't do something. You have courage, you have bravery, you listen to the calling of your heart. So by determining your vibration will determine how your life is. Two people can be going through the same thing, but one person chooses to have a high vibration. And so the way they perceive their reality, it's totally different than the other person who may feel powerless and like they're a victim in life. So it's so important to choose. And if you forget and you get caught up in life, okay, tomorrow or the next hour or the next minute, yeah, everything is energy and vibration, and that includes you. Yeah. Remember, you are so much more than just these physical bodies. You are indeed shifting into becoming more of your light bodies. Yeah. We're all on our unique journey, and there will be a point where you will have this awakening of you're so much more than just this physical body. But we're being conditioned to believe that this is who we are, this is all we are. And it's part of this ascension journey that we will awaken those that chose to this remembrance of who we are. And it's just really, the Pleiadians are inviting us to really remember that we're so much more than that, and they're inviting us to really tune into that, tap into that, like it's our birthright. Yes, we're here as a human, but that's not all we are. There's always a part of us that is connected to Source. There's a part of us that is multidimensional, and so it's to really embrace that, not deny it just because we're human. We didn't come here to forget our connection to our Source. We came here to remember that and then use it, embrace it. Yeah, so rest, nourish your bodies, allow these shifts and changes to occur on a cellular level. So you may feel changes happening within you, and it's to allow that. You may feel things happening in your physical body, emotionally. You may not know where it's coming from. And so it's to really have this approach of not getting too much in the mind about it, thinking about, where's this coming from and all of that, but just allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to be, not do or go. It's like, nourish my body with good food. I'm going to rest. If I feel tired, I'm going to take care of myself. And each of us will be different. So it's honoring you in the way that you feel called to. Yes, take it with more ease and grace, not by resisting this process. Yeah, it's all about, again, going with the flow of this. You're not a victim here. This is all happening for your highest good. So it's really, how can I surrender to this? How can I know that I'm being supported and guided, and that during this time of ascension, there's things activating, there's things shifting for my highest good. So how can I instead allow this and not resist what is occurring? Because a lot of us resist change. We like our comfort zone, but things need to change, things need to expand. This is all part of life. So it's really to have lots of compassion and love, and know that it's okay to slow down, it's okay to just be. So don't get caught up in, again, if society's still in this race or this hustle, that's okay, but you do you. It's really important, again, to know how you're feeling, honoring that, choosing your vibration, and really going with the flow with this, and knowing that you're supported, you're guided, and you're loved. And this is the whole journey of life that we're on. Not to be fixed or stay the way we were, is to expand and grow. So if that's the case, then how can we allow this process instead of restricting or suppressing it or resisting it in any way? So that is this week's message from the Pleiadian Council of Nine. I hope that really supports you, and feel free to comment with what's coming up for you and if you can relate to this. Much love.